This is the B-29 Super Fortress on display at the New England Air Museum in Winsdor Locks, Connecticut. It occupies virtually an entire hangar all by itself is dedicated to it. It's actually a composite of two aircraft. Um, there was also a tornado that did a lot of damage to it, I think in the 70s. I think it's been a resident of the New England Air Museum a very long time. But as you can see, it's been restored to pristine condition, and I'm really excited to film this and show it to you. Right now we're in the bomber's bay, and you can see a bomb right there just to kind of show you. And I'm assuming this large area is probably where um, one of the atom bombs would have been housed, like in the Enola Gay. Coming up here, we're going to get a look inside the main pilot's area. It looks like you also have an area for communications, maybe radar, not sure. This airplane is massive, but it really is in fantastic condition. I mean, to see it in person, I mean, it looks like you could just take it right out and fly it. Here I am still standing in the bomb bay. They have a mezzanine installed inside the hangar so you can come up and take your own aerial view. This airplane is massive. It is so impressive to be able to see this in person. This really is incredible. There are model airplanes everywhere with memorabilia and stories and pictures. You can spend hours in this place, which I did.
I went to the Channel Islands, which is off of
I'm
Santa
sitting
Barbara,
inside what looks like maybe a
and
portable
went to
crew
San Luis
bay
Island,
or
just north of the
box
park road.
that fits underneath the
One
sky
of the
crane.
seasonal employees had
You
rolled
know,
a
I don't really know what you call it.
tractor down into
You
a
know the thing.
canyon. We rigged it, and the crane flew in and blew it off.
Here's a very pristine A-26. The A-26, while not as widely recognized as the B-25 Mitchell, was a very powerful aircraft in its own respect. Here's a very pristine sky crane. Coming up is our B-25 Mitchell, also just pristine in person. What an amazing aircraft. A lot of attention to detail on this restoration. Even the guns look fully functional. They even have dummy bullets. There's a huge cannon. Pratt Whitney had a early turbine blade engine stuff on display. You kind of see the evolution of the jet engine just in this one display. It was awesome. Here's a Union Aero engine, which was used to power a blimp, which I think burned down in 1920 something. F-15. Very early production airplane. A randomly placed midget racer. This was the approach to the B-29 wing. The engine on display here was said to have been torn off of this aircraft in a tornado, I think took place in the 70s. In order to meet demand during the war, quite a few of these flat fender Jeeps were made by Ford Motor Company under license, as this example shown here. This Japanese 1,940 cubic inch engine weighed 15% less than the comparable Pratt & Whitney Wasp, and was later found to develop every bit the performance that the Wasp did, but the Japanese didn't have access to 100 octane fuel towards the end of the war, so basically this engine never really realized its full potential. Interesting. Here's one of Igor Sikorsky's earliest attempts, where he used an old motorcycle engine, part of a Dodge rear end, and some other assorted parts to create something that could create lift. At some point, the looks like the manifold for the carburetor got damaged. See the big crack? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.